All right, too far to the left. If there was traffic trying to turn in, we'd be blocking the way. Very clear on both sides. Delayed. As you can see, there's no road markings here, so this is one of the roads that FSD tends to struggle with. But we'll see how it does. This direction's usually all right. If we were to take a right-hand turn out of the first driveway, then there's an intersection that is very, very challenging that it does not do well with at all. So I'll capture that in future filming. Handled the debris over on the right fine. This intersection is a little bit difficult because it's close quarters with a stoplight that it needs to get very quickly over to the left, and so it really struggles to appropriately get out and get into the position it needs to. There's someone behind me, so I'm having to coerce this a little bit. As you can see, there's really only space here for 2 vehicles. If someone were to turn in behind, they'd be blocking the right-hand lane. And it just really doesn't have the logic to deal with that yet, so it doesn't know what to do when there is a vehicle where we currently are. Thinks the door is open on the car ahead of us, I'm not sure why. Doing the intermittent blinker thing, which confuses other people, but not that big of a deal right now. It does make you wonder, like, what logic-wise is going on to cause this on, off, on, off. I mean, clearly we're like on a threshold, probably of some time limit, so that if certain conditions exist for a certain period of time, put on the blinker, then we move out of that window and it turns off, then it moves back in, something to that effect. Kind of haywire marking of the drivable space or the projected path. Okay, here we go, green. Immediately going into the wrong lane. So, not good. I'm going to take a left here and then I will re-engage. He usually struggles with that left hand. Anyways, I was going to show that, but what I ended up showing was even worse. The rest of this drive will probably be pretty uneventful for this short trip. Just kind of a straight shot with a right-hand turn and a left-hand turn. So we'll see. FSD never fails to amaze you or surprise you, for better or worse. Get in the left-hand lane, not pulling behind 9 cars. So I'm going to tell it to do that. Did I do it on my count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. There you go. Not bad. It's the human brain compared to the full self-driving brain. I will say, I'm not overly pessimistic on full self-driving. I fully recognize, well, I mean, I can't even fully recognize because I'm not in the domain, but I think I appreciate the enormity of the challenge that the autopilot team faces, and I have an incredible amount of respect for them. And hey, if this took another 4 years to improve and get, fully nailed, that's doing great. What is frustrating is the promises that things are fantastic, that's going to blow your mind, and then you see it struggle to not get in the lane of oncoming traffic or fail to do a fairly simple left-hand turn with a lot of jitter in the steering wheel. It's just, there's a total disconnect. I'm not sure entirely where I stand on the lawsuit with respect to the recent class action filing, but I do think there's some merit especially for the people that have paid the amount of money and cannot transfer it to another vehicle that is full self-driving. Especially those who haven't been invited to the beta program. I realize there are a couple features that have gone public. Over that is highly uncomfortable going toward the back of that truck. I almost intervened, but I let it do its thing. That was not comfortable from a driver's perspective. And major slowdown and disengagement even there. That was very odd. I'll have to go back and see what I did if I disengaged that, but I think that was entirely just a disengagement, which is really, really bizarre. But yeah, for the class action lawsuit, for someone who's paid the money, not invited to the beta, you know, what would your answer be to what have they received over the last 4 years? You know? And so, do I think Tesla should do right by those owners? Absolutely. That left-hand turn, in my opinion, was really awkward. We had traffic coming. It was very slow. Again, here we are. We're not talking about unprotected lefts and complex scenarios. We're talking about left-hand turns, and it really still struggles. I'm going to disengage now just because we're in a parking lot, and I don't need to see how it does or does not perform here. So, catch you on the flip side.